Before we start this video about San Diego Comic Con day one of all the reveals and trailers, we do want to give a quick little news about what happened in Japan. Unfortunately, there was a arson attack at the Kyoto Animation Studio, and 33 people lost their lives during this, and 36 more injured. It's a really big tragedy that happened, and if you want to help those that have been affected by it, Sentai Filmworks has started a GoFundMe for damages, for hospital costs, funeral costs, everything. The link for that will be in the description below. So please click on that, donate whatever you can to help those that were afflicted. All right, what's up, guys? This is David the Smash Fan.
This is Maj, your tech guy.
And we are done with day one of San Diego Comic Con, and tons of information came out. So much that we can't really cover everything, but we're gonna cover most of the trailers and some updated news. So there's two pieces of news that we want to talk about before we actually get to the trailers. I'll talk about one really quickly that just came to my mind before we started recording, but Marvel announced that Season 7 of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. will be its last one, and it will actually be the longest running Marvel series to date. So if you're following it, I mean, this is going to be the last one. Hopefully they pull out all the guns. I don't know, because I haven't followed it after Season 1 because it just didn't interest me. But I don't know. Mouse, did you watch any of that at all?
I got about halfway through Season 1 and I kind of got bored.
Yeah, so I mean, I heard it's good. I saw the trailer for Season 7, so it looks interesting, but again, I might not follow it because I'm so far behind, but for those that do watch it, it's going to be the last one, so hopefully it's a really good one.
Yeah, and to add to the Marvel too, just so everybody knows, when all this when the convention is all over, they're actually going to drop the Marvel Avengers demo as well for the actual gameplay this time, so look forward to that.
Mm-hmm. And the next one is actually about it's about DC superhero. So tell us more about that, Miles.
The DC. Oh, so Batman Beyond. If anybody was kind of a '90s kid, you're probably pretty familiar with this. Days, me and you watched a little bit growing up. Did you watch all of it?
Yes.
Okay. So yeah, this is a very fan favorite of the Batman, kind of telling stories, and they're doing a remaster of the Blu-ray. It comes out, I think it's set near the end of October, I believe. And they also hinted a possible revival of Season 5 they might do. And they just kind of remastered what the VHS set was. And I don't know if anybody ever watched it on Netflix. It kind of had that old feel, like it just needed to be cleaned up a little bit, right? And it's looking really good. I don't know if I'll pick up the Blu-ray depending on how much money I have with all the damn games coming out that month. But anyway, look forward to that.
Yeah, it's going to come out on October 29th is what it says.
Thank you.
So if you are a fan of the original Batman, watch Batman Beyond. It is a really great sequel to it because it's just awesome.
And if you haven't seen it before, you're missing out. Jump on this.
Yeah, go see it. So let's get into the trailers because there are tons of trailers. And let's jump into, I think, one of the funniest trailers, and that is the Jay and Silent Bob reboot. So Miles has seen this. I have not seen it. So kind of give us your take on what you're expecting from this trailer, or what you got from this trailer. Anything that sticks out?
The trailer pretty much showcased everything I was kind of expecting. Like, it didn't give me a lot of surprises per se, more than just maybe all the actors that they brought back. Because I know that Ben Affleck and Kevin Smith kind of had some issues back then, but it looks like they might have gotten some kind of I don't know, mutual respect or something back, because Ben Affleck is cameoing in it. You got to see Matt Damon in it. I'm not even going to name drop all the actors. It was an actor galore. So that's what I expect from Jay and Silent Bob. They have a lot of cameos. One of my favorites is from Jay and Silent Bob Strikes Back, where Mark Hamill appears as the cocksucker, where he punches people in the nads, and then they have a lightsaber battle, and it's great. Anyway, if you like those slapstick humor, you like Clerks, you like Dogma, any of those, you know exactly what to expect. And this pretty much showcases everything I want from the movie. Oh, I can't remember her name. What's the girl that plays Monica in American Pie?
Courtney Cox.
Thank
you.
No,
in American Pie? No. In American Pie.
Yes.
Courtney?
It could be. Well, anyway, she's in there, and it was just weird to see her with like wrinkles and everything, and it just goes to show how much older everybody's got,
Wait, who? I'm not confused. Which?
Nadia. I'm sorry, Nadia.
Oh, Nadia, Shannon Elizabeth.
Yes, but it was just weird to see all these actors like older, growing up with them from like being '90s kids, you know. And it was just really crazy to see. But I don't know. I'm really hyped for it. If you like that kind of humor, like you'll know exactly what to expect. And
I call it stoner humor because
there you go. There you go.
But my part that I was like, oh my gosh, was the freaking Buffalo Bill thing that he does in like the beginning. I was like, oh my gosh,
that was awesome.
It's gonna be this movie.
There's that, and if you've watched some of the others, there's references to that, especially in Clerks 2. You've seen Clerks 2, right?
Yeah, I've seen Clerks 2.
Okay.
I didn't like that one as much as Clerks as the first one, but it was still pretty good.
But it's one of those ones where Jay and Silent Bob, if you haven't seen any of them, I'm sure you can jump into this one and just have a good time. It's not one where you need to really watch them in order. They're kind of in their own little own universe in a way, but also separate. So I don't know.
So go check that out. The next one we're going to talk about is the long-awaited My Hero Academia Season 4 dub reveal trailer that came out from Comic-Con. I am so stoked for this because if you're a Meteor fan, you're going to love this season. And I wish I could say more, but I really can't because if I say anything more, it's going to be spoiled. I will say this though, if you watch the Japanese dub English subtitled version, they do give. I mean, I think it's kind of implied in the dub trailer, but they do give a kind of mild spoiler in it where it says the girl is the key, and that's all it says. That's a mild spoiler saying like she's important. I mean, I think you can understand that because you see her holding Midoriya in his arms, and him wanting to rescue her. So, but man, this trailer, I'm so hyped for season 4. What about you, Miles?
Dude, I got chills. And what's the new character's name again? The big one, like the one that's supposed to take over, like was going to take over All Might's spot. What's his name? What's his name?
Medio Ogata.
Yeah. So I only watched the last. I think it was like 3 or 4 episodes that were in Japanese at the end of the last season. So I only heard him in Japanese. And the voice actor that I heard was very fitting just in that trailer. I was actually pretty pleased with the casting voice of him. But when you see Deku in like his full mask, he's just looking like holding that girl's protection, like looking out. Like, I don't know, dude. I just got so pumped. It just makes me feel like a kid again. Like every time I see these things. And
the new villain that you saw in there, his name is Kai Chisaki. So he's going to be the main antagonist in this new arc. And I will say this, I guess to get more context of what you were shown in the trailer. Like I said, I've read the manga, but most of what they showed you in the trailer is really from maybe the first 2 episodes. And that's pretty much it. I mean, there are some other parts that I'm assuming are from from further episodes just because I've read the manga, but for the most part you didn't get spoiled too much. If you're trying to not get spoiled at all, most of it just shows you what's going to be in the first 2 episodes, so don't worry about that. But Kai Chisaki is also going to be a really great villain, and it's just going to be a really great arc. So October can't come fast enough. That's
going to be a crazy month in general this year for like any kind of nerd thing that you're into.
Yeah, it's just going to be awesome. So, I mean, we could talk forever about My Hero Academia because there's tons of stuff I want to dive into this trailer, but we don't have enough time, so we got to go to the next one. This one I hadn't heard anything about, and so this caught me totally off by surprise, and this is the Top Gun movie called Top Gun Maverick. Now, and this has, as you guessed it has Tom Cruise back as Maverick.
Better.
Yeah, I mean, it's Top Gun, and it's called Maverick, so... but this movie, like, I don't know exactly what to expect because the trailer really didn't give much. It gave us, like, that... I call it the fan-service volleyball scene.
Yeah, no, it did. And then it gave us, like, the original jacket and the bike with the glasses and everything. It was a lot of... You know, if anything with this convention's been going on is it's just really been a 90s nostalgia ride, right? And that trailer gave me so much nostalgia. But you're right, it didn't give away a lot. Like, we don't really know what the damn plot's about. The one thing I think they did mention, though, was that all the flight scenes, like, because all the scenes where you see, like, the Tomcat, like, flying and stuff looked amazing. It was all real stunts and really filmed. So, like, that's really cool. And you could it almost gave you that immersion, right? Like, you felt like it was just... I don't know.
No, yeah, you're completely right. That's how I felt. We saw the new character. Her name is Phoenix. It looks like she's flying. I don't know if she's flying by herself or she's the partner for Maverick. They did so I don't know about that. It might be they did do a little nod to Goose, which I thought was really cool. Where you saw the scene where he's playing in the bar, playing Great Balls of Fire. That was really cool. You see this funeral scene, and so I don't know. They didn't say anything, but the only thing I could think of is the person who passed away is what's his
Iceman, Val Kilmer?
Yeah, Iceman. That's who I think has passed away.
I do too, because you almost saw him, I think, for a split second. He was kind of like on the deck. I think he looked up like he got promoted, because obviously as part of the trailer shows that like Maverick hasn't wanted to be promoted or whatever. But I think that the only person that can give us a funeral as an Impact left in the show, it would have to be Iceman, right?
Yeah, I don't think it was Iceman though that was shown in the trailer. I think it was just someone different.
Was that not him in the
Because it doesn't look like Val Kilmer unless they changed, his character. So it might be.
Yeah, it was only like a split scene. I thought that was him, but it could be wrong. I mean, it is confirmed for the people listening. He is in there. Don't worry. But maybe I'm wrong in that little side clip I saw, Dave.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure, but like I said, I think Iceman has passed away. He's no longer with that flight instructor. At least that's what it looks like, because the girl that's in the trailer doesn't look like her at all, unless she looks completely different as a brunette. But I'm pretty sure that's someone new.
One thing I can guess on is with the plot is at the very end when he tells him that, like, how does he say it? He tells Maverick that, like, you guys are going to be extinct.
Pilots like him are going to be extinct, yeah.
And I think it's insinuating maybe they're going to have like a battle against drones. And maybe
that's what I'm thinking too.
They have to have real pilots because they can't control their drones anymore, so they need like the OG. That's just a thought.
Yeah, I'm not sure because I don't know what type of not fake but like the made up conflict they're gonna do. The only other thing is, like you said, is that they're doing the drones, or there might be another type of conflict where they actually have to fight other pilots.
Yeah,
or other countries with no pilots. Like I don't know if that's what they're gonna do, because I honestly don't even remember why they were fighting at the end. So
yeah, it's been too long for me too. They did say that he hasn't shot anything down for like 30 years. I think they said something like that, and it's probably because of maybe drones that they're referencing.
I don't remember. I remember him saying 30 years, but I thought it had to do with something of he's been a pilot for 30 years, but never went up, like never like got promoted.
Okay.
I think that's what they're saying, but I don't know. So it's gonna come out in 2020. So we have another year before we get probably more plot details. So, but
I'm excited.
For all those, if you wanna have a good relationship with your bro, whether fraternal or paternal or whatever, here's a movie to bond with. So, yep, Top Gun 2020. So let's move right on up to the thing I hate the most, the clowns, and obviously they had to put a trailer of It Chapter 2.
Sorry, I wasn't expecting you to say that.
I hate clowns. Anyone who knows me, I hate clowns.
He really does.
I really do. But I saw the first It movie, and I was like, gosh dang it, I have to watch the second one to finish this.
Otherwise,
I'm never going to live with
go
myself.
See that, just for the people know? Weren't you forced to see that?
Yes and no.
Yes and no.
Let's just say that. Yes and no. So, just to give a quick premise of this movie, basically it's the kids coming back 27 years later, and it starts with, and I can't remember his name. It's the African American kid. Everyone left Dewberry, I think that's what it's called, but he's the only one that stayed. And something interesting that he says in the trailer is that as you get farther away, like you tend to forget more about what happened, but he never forgot. And in the books, he's the one that calls all the kids back to face off against Pennywise one more time. And Pennywise, this time, he didn't come back because he just wanted to feed. This time he's pissed. This time he's like, I've dreamt about you. Like, he wants to kill all these kids. These kids messed him up in the first movie, and he wants to take care of him in the second one. And they say it's going to be a lot more bloodier. It's going to be a lot more, just more intense. And if you see that with the girl Jessica Chastain, she's like in this like stall full of blood, and it just looks crazy. And there's one thing that I saw that I think a lot of people saw as well. Is they saw this one scene where you saw this hand, and it was hanging over a bathtub, and it was all bloody. So, not to give too many spoilers out, but there, in the book, there is a suicide of one of the characters.
Whoa.
And and I'm not saying who or when or whatever, but that's what I'm thinking it looks like.
How do you know
Because
so
the
much
way
about
that-
this when you hate clowns?
Just don't ask me about that, okay? I just know. But it was intense for me because I hate clowns, and they made Pennywise look way creepy in that last scene where he's like
yes.
human but has like the face, like the paint coat
Yes.
getting on, but it looks like the blood's like slowly going up his face. Like it freaked me out. I don't know about you, Miles. What did you think?
Dude, the ending scene is what when the ending scene, I literally remember watching that today, and it's what, holy shit. That was during the end scene where Bill Skarsgård just goes incredible. Like, you can tell he's having fun on the acting of that, dude. Like, he is just embodying that character. And the guy they chose for that, Bill Skarsgård, that does Pennywise, that actor is unfreaking believable, man. I mean, I remember first watching him on Hemlock Grove on Netflix, and he is just killing it out there, dude. Like, you could just tell, like, I feel that scene, even though it's only a few clips, he's embodying this character to the max, dude. It is creepy as hell how he's making Pennywise in this one.
Yeah, it's just and it's coming out September, I think 8th or 9th, I can't remember right off the top of my head, but it's coming out in September 6th. Ugh.
Yeah, I cannot wait.
Gosh dang, I have to go buy that stupid ticket and watch this stupid movie.
I can't wait.
I don't want to do that. All right, okay. Let's go for the last. This is the last trailer we're going to talk about today. This is the most weirdest one I've ever seen in my life, and it has to do with the live action movie of Cats, the Broadway show.
I don't want to talk about this.
This looks so weird. It looks. What did you say, Miles? We're off. You were before we started recording. What did you say? It kind of looked like a cheap Avatar.
It looked like a parody of the Avatar, like Spaceballs to Star Wars. This was like this freaking Spaceballs, freaking Avatar, dude. I don't know what the hell we were watching. Was the Mad Hatter in this damn thing?
You saw someone with a hat, with a top hat.
Freaking hell! It was just. No. Just you can continue. I'm not having anything to say about this.
So, like, there's, like, big names like James Corden, Jason Derulo. The one that made me sad is Idris Elba. I love Idris Elba, and he's in this movie, and he looks so weird. I don't like it. Jennifer Hudson's in there. We have Rebel Wilson, and then we have Taylor Swift, who looks like she's the main character. Now, I've never seen her act, so I can't really tell you how she's going to be as an actress. Because I never saw her. Sorry, she has acted before, but I've never seen her movie. She was in like some sort of rom-com movie that I never saw. But
they had Ian
I don't know how she
McKellen
did
in
that.
it too, which is just weird, man. Like all these actors for this show, it's so weird. You said Rebel Wilson was in there too, right?
Yeah,
because she can sing. But it's just weird, dude. And James Corden,
she looks
like,
so
what the
weird.
Hell?
It just looks. It's just weird.
I was uncomfortable watching it. Like, I was laughing, but then it was, like, trying to be serious, and it wasn't supposed to be funny, but it was, and I've never... I don't know about you, I mean, this is like a remake, right, of a play, if I remember right?
Yeah, right.
So I don't know anything about the original play, but this is not anything that really interests me. Like, but it's the same person that did... who's directing again? Tom Hooper, I believe? He did the Les Miserables in the Phantom of the Opera, right?
Yeah, he did that one. And then they did this choreographer named Andy Blankenbuehler. He choreographed Hamilton. And again, I've never seen Hamilton, but I've always heard good things about the production of it. So,
he did King's Speech. That's what he did. He did the King's Speech. Which, that movie was good.
Yeah.
But regardless of how he's obviously great. But this is weird, dude.
Yeah, I don't know what to tell you. I honestly don't know what to tell you. He did Les Mis, though. You're right, Miles. He did Les Mis and King's Speech. But yeah, I mean, if you're a fan of the Broadway show, go see this. I don't know. Like, I honestly, it just looks, to me, it looks worse than the cats in the actual show. I don't know why. That's my opinion. That just looks worse, and it looks even less appealing than the actual Broadway show. So, but I mean, because I know that in the Broadway show there's some sort of not necessarily crowd participation, but they involve the crowd in some sort of way. And obviously you can't do that with a movie unless like they unleash like actors when they do that part, and then that would be weird in the movie theater. But anyway, I digress. Weird. So yeah, but if you like it, I mean, good for you.
Yeah. I can end on a happier note real quick if anybody's interested. I'm still shady on the movie, but freaking what's his name, dude? Edward Furlong, I think's his name. He's the guy that did John Connor. He's going to be in the Terminator.
Oh yeah,
Dark Fate. Yeah.
Dude, James Cameron just bringing everyone.
Yeah,
like,
no,
you're
it's
in the movie,
interesting.
come in. You're canon, you come in. Like,
I don't know. I don't know about you, but the last few Terminators have disappointed me. So I don't want to overhype myself, right? I mean, just having Sarah Connor alone makes me raise an eyebrow, right? Then you have John Connor back in there, raise an eyebrow, the original cast, and Arnold, obviously. But it's just, I'm a little scared, I mean, it is Tim Miller directing it. The guy's the Deadpool, just so everybody knows. It will be R-rated. That was confirmed today. It's just, I don't know. Everybody's trying to point out that this movie's an agenda. I don't know. Now, the trailer didn't point out an agenda to me. So I'm just kind of laying back, waiting to see. And I don't know. How do you feel, Dave?
I didn't watch Genesis. I didn't watch
Okay.
the one before that.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't watch the one before that.
Okay.
I think the last one I saw was
3?
Terminator 3. I didn't watch Salvation. I didn't watch the other one or the Genesis.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
and from what I understand, he's going back to like number 2 was the last canonical one, right? Or something like that in this timeline.
This is almost, from what I've been understanding, almost like a soft reboot. So I don't think the ones prior to it are really going to matter too much. It looks like this is, it's hinting at a direct sequel to 2, but a soft reboot at the same time is what it's looking like.
Okay. So
Which
then
is good.
so then I saved myself hours of watching all the other pointless movies where John Connor is
don't even.
that thing, or the other Terminator thinks he's a human but not. I just remember those things. I was like, those are in the trailers. What the freak? I don't have to watch the movie anymore.
They're not worth it. Don't even watch those ones. They're fine. As much as 3 kind of gets some hate, I actually enjoyed 3. It was entertaining.
I like 3.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
I have no
2's
problem
still
with 3.
like one of the best movies of cinematic history of sci-fi. But, 3 was fun.
Yeah, 3 was good. So that's everything for the trailers and all that we're going to cover. I know there was tons of other stuff that has been shown, but we don't have enough time to go over everything. This episode is going to be like an hour long, but we'll cover what happens tomorrow and on Saturday. And I think Saturday is the Marvel panel, correct?
I was trying to pull that up right now too. So let's see, San Diego Comic-Con. Yeah, it looks like I've got some Marvel games. Wait, no, you're talking about the Cinematic Universe. Jeez.
The Cinematic Universe.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure it's Saturday.
Yeah. Let's see, there's going to be a Game of Thrones. Okay, here's one I'm excited for tomorrow, and I'll probably cover this if you want. The Witcher. They're going to show some of the series stuff on that.
Yes.
I highly want to talk about that. I am a huge fanboy of that. Marvel Studios will be Saturday, July 20th.
So that's what we'll probably get the timeline of all the new movie releases. Probably get a trailer from, I don't know which movie, but we'll get a trailer probably won't be shown or released to the public because that's kind of like what they like to do, but we'll cover it either way.
Probably like Black Widow and the Eternals, I'm guessing.
Yeah,
So,
probably. So, Yep, that's it for this video. Thanks so much for watching. Please leave a comment. Please like us on YouTube and on Facebook. It is Chibi no Podcast, and follow us on Twitter at Chibi no Podcast, capital C, capital N, capital P. This is David the Smash Fan.
It's Miles, your tech guy.
And this is Chibi no Podcast.